My name is PV. Today I'm going to start about the Spark SQL data source format. So Spark is just a processing engine, and we need to read data from various sources and write into different format based on the requirement or based on availability of your company. So in this lecture we are going to learn about source and format of data that can be read and write using the Spark SQL. So we are going to cover reading data into data frames, data frame reader, data frame writer, and a different format, Fargate, JSON, CSV in some other format. So as if you watch my previous lecture, in my all example, I provide a GitHub link. We are reading data from CSV file, and so we create a Spark SQL table, movie data, and then execute the Spark SQL, return only the title of the movie. So if you see here, we just read file, convert it into data frame, and from data frame to be converted into the table. So movies data frame dot operation read and write dot save table and table name, and then we are running this one. So what is data frame reader? So data frame reader is a briefly it's a core construct using the reading data format source into data frame. The pattern of string method together common Sparks and also recommended when we using data frame reader. So format is like data frame reader dot format, and then we pass argument, then we pass option key and value, then a schema and load. So which is like this. So option data frame means the Spark session, read, then format, then the option, various option, then the load schema and all the things we can provide. Also there is two things. One is read is for static data. Static means it cannot change at that time when you're reading, after reading meanwhile. But Spark session.read stream means when you're reading data from streams, stream is keep coming, so it's for real-time data. So similar way for data frame writer, we use data frame writer dot format, and then argument and various options, and then we can use bucket sort by or bucket, and then save as table or partition by and save as path. So we are going here to do practical after this theory lecture, so please continue to watch. So the format, mostly the default format for the Spark is the Parquet. It's a very important format, and it's a columnar format, so it's kind of faster data reading. And JSON is a very important format, and CSV, Avro, ARC, image and machine learning and deep learning framework, and some binary file. We also have seen the reading data from CSV file in my previous lecture. So the Fargates, the first what I'm going to do here, reading the data from CSV, then converting into Fargate. So data frame dot write dot format. So the format can be Parquet, format can be JSON, format can be CSV. Mode is our write, so I'm writing the our write file is already available, and then option compression is snappy. So the in Parquet format there are various compression techniques like zip file, gzip file, compression techniques, and save this location. So when Fargate is creating, we can also read Fargate for format. As I said, is spark.read.format Fargate, and the load file. It is the same. One is read, one is write. Right? So this file we can directly read, or we can directly create a table. Similarly with JSON, Spark provides a convenient API to manipulate data using JSON format. As before, we will assume that we start out our data frame already has data. We want to write data into JSON. So we already have JSON file. So Spark data frame dot write dot format, and then we pass JSON. Mode is our write, and save the location. Similarly, we can directly, this is my JSON, it's converted, and then also we can read JSON file, and or we can directly create a view on the JSONs. Similarly, CSV we can also do. So let's do the practical. I have created code here. So what I'm going to do here, so what I did, I read the file CSV and then write, and we are just seeing some data, and save table as a movie data. So I created previously, and it's a managed table. Managed table means will go to Spark warehouse and movie data. So this will convert it into by default Parquet format. If you don't provide any, and so let's run what it's saying, right? Just we are running here program, as if uh, just dropping table, if drop is exist or not, otherwise we create table. So it's got failed because it's already exists. So what we are going to do, let's try using this. We just directly table is already exist, so let's see if it is work. It's managed table, so it should be there. Let's see. Also it's saying not, table is not. So this table is movie data is not, table of view is not found because we need. So actually we can do using delete this table, then we can create, but no find to create this one. It will create new under the Spark. We just deleted it, create new, and we just want to see the data here. Nothing. Oh, we haven't on. Let's see. I just want to show that the data, so that's why creating data here. Okay, so these are the data. So various data we created, and it's reading from we overwrite table at movie data and selecting data, and the movie title and movie title shows. So these records, and now let's comment this part because it's giving error, and we are going to convert into Parquet format, right? So let's do. So what I said, we write movies, right? And then what operation we are going to do, write, right? And then format, and what format we are going to do, Parquet, Parquet Parquet format. Okay, and then mode, just in case that it is already there, our we can use our write, and then we have option called what techniques we use, compression techniques. So I use compression snappy, directly use snappy option, mode option, and then we need to save table and save path. So what is going to do, so it check this data frame is writing the data, and we use my previous exercise which I did. Okay, so now the data will store here, and then after that what we are going to do, value df underscore Parquet, Parquet, and then we pass this as our location, file location. So I'm giving fully file. So now we found the file location, and now I want to read this is not df, this is a file, Parquet file, I can say file, and then read df Parquet. I'm typing here, then read, for as I said, we type Spark dot read, and then we need to pass format, which format we have, Parquet, and then load, and then we need to pass this location. So now we read data from this, and would like to see few data. so request dot, so we just reading the file data, so trend record. So let's run this one, what is happening, whether it's working or not working. So what I did here, just save the data into Parquet formats, and then reading back whether it's working or not. So basically what we are doing, we're writing data into Parquet and reading Parquet form. So it's very important part in this part. So if you see, log is very important. We already saved data, and the location is here, a source, main, resource, data, and movie. This is my source, this is main, Scala, source, main, resources, source, main, resources, and then data, and then we store movie Parquet, so this is the Parquet for this. Success is saying success, and the Parquet will be like snappy.parquet. This is file we cannot read. This is compressed, but Spark can read these formats, right? So also there is a way we can directly the create Parquet. So I created my previous lecture. So directly we can create a replace temporary view, name is movie, using option path. We need to provide the path, and this is the path, and we are selecting data here, right? Select start from movie. So we just created the source, and so creating temporary, and from here also we can create a temporary table, but I'm just creating on top of that and just reading data. It should show 3 rows. Let's see. So yeah, it's showing 3 rows at title. So similar way you can do for JSON, similarly way you can do for CSV. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel, and also the practice on I will provide the GitHub link, so practice your local environment. Thank you.